If you're training for a triathlon and you're worried about getting enough yardage in the pool leading up to your event, there are other things you can do on the dry land to gain your strength to prepare you better for your swim. The number one thing out of the water that you can focus on is strength training. So I'm going to show you a couple of exercises today, 5 exercises that you can do to improve your swim in the weight room or at your home if you have some basic equipment. The 2 things that can really propel your stroke if you just don't have enough time to get all of the yardage in is technique and strength. My name is Coach Steph. I'm a triathlon coach. I help people with swim analysis. I'm also a physical therapist. So not only do I help triathletes focus on improving their swim stroke and their technique, but I also help them in the clinic prevent injuries or manage those injuries when they pop up so that they don't become a full-fledged injury and takes them out of the game. Swimming technique is one of those things that if you improve your technique and make just subtle changes across a few different things, you are going to notice huge improvements. You're using the strength that you do have and turning it into power and propulsion. And if you're able to work with good technique, or if you are in the process of improving your technique, something else you can do is strengthening, supporting the muscles that you are actually using and what you need when you are swimming in the water. This will also help improve your speed. And if you're enjoying this video or some of my content so far, please like and subscribe below. So the first exercise we'll go over are pull-ups or a lat pull-down variation. So pull-ups are great because not only are you pulling in your core, you're working your upper body, your arms. The other thing that you're working that's really important for swimmers, your lats, pulling in your lats. And what are we doing when we're swimming? We're reaching forward, we're catching the water, and we're pulling it down. So here's the thing, we're using all these muscles to catch and pull, and that's why something like a pull-up or a lat pull-down would be so beneficial for you to gain strength in. Now, one of my goals this year is to try and do a pull-up. I've been working on it consistently, but I started from like super duper weak after getting my gallbladder removed. So what I've been doing is working on supporting myself with these resistance bands. So if you have a pull-up bar at home, you can grab some resistance bands. I got these on Amazon. And then you can either step your foot into it, or what I like to do is just step my knee into it. I think it works the same. When you are doing a pull-up, or if you are able to do pull-ups, that's great. You can do the regular pull-up. So here's the thing. You want to start gaining some of your strength in the lats. So starting with a lat pull down machine of some sort, or using the resistance band to use as a lat pull down would be a really good place to start. So I'll show you that after we go over a pull up form. So you're going to want to engage your core with this. You're not going to want it just like hang out. So you have to tuck your ribs down, tuck your hips under, okay? Engage that core before you even start. And the next thing is, you place your hands wherever they land, whatever's comfortable for you. The goal is to kind of tuck your elbows in. You don't want your elbows out and spread out wide. You want to tuck your elbows in. Get whatever grip. I mean, a lot of people say doing a chin up can be a little bit easier to start off with as well. I've just been starting with regular pull up. Okay, so I'm going to hang. And from here, I'm going to engage my lats. I'm going to scapular pull up like this. Scapular and down. Scapular and down. See, I'm just using that shoulder blade to start off with, right? That's that initial movement. It's going to tuck your body in, engage your core too. And then you're going to pull all the way up. So I'm just going to show you one of these. That's probably all I can do. No, I can do a few. So engage and pull up, hold, slow, come back down. Elbows are tucked in. with that movement. All right, so let me show you a pull down using the same bands. If you wanted to kind of work your way into it, you can just grab the same band. It doesn't, if you want a thicker one or a thinner one, but you can kneel to the ground and then from here grab. When you do this one, we're not going to tuck in so much. We're going to bring the elbows out a little bit more and really engage the lat muscles. Pull down. When you pull down, you're not pulling down with your elbow and your biceps. Yes, your elbow is going to come down. You're going to think about just pulling your elbows out to the side, but really use your scapula. Really use your lats and the back of your shoulder blade area to pull that down. Okay, so we've got pull downs or pull ups. That is one exercise that's great to do. You can use the same resistance bands. You can grab another band, whatever's going to work for you, but we're going to do a variation of a scapular row, which means that you're going to row your arms back, squeeze your shoulder blades back together. So I'm going to show you, let's see what angle is going to work the best to show you. So I'm going to use this resistance band here. You're going to put it kind of shoulder height, okay? And then from here, you're going to step back. So that way, I'm not going to step back too far so you can see, but I'm going to step back so that way your arms are straight when you start. From here, you're going to engage your core, make sure it's nice and tight, have a slight bend in your knees and your hips, okay? From here, you're going to pull straight back, but it's not going to be coming from your elbows and your arms. It's going to be coming from your shoulder blade, your scapula, the muscles in your back. You're going to squeeze those back together. You're going to keep your hands, they're not going to be too low. Your hands aren't going to be too low. Your hands aren't going to be too high. Your elbow's going to be in roughly a 90-degree angle. You're going to squeeze back. When you squeeze back, make sure that at the shoulder here, you're squeezing the whole arm back. You're not ducking your elbow back and tipping your shoulder forward, okay? That's really important. So pull back, squeeze, hold for like a second or so, and then come back in. So with those two exercises, we're really working your scapular region, the strength, the stability of it, the mobility of it. That's all going to help you when you're catching and pulling through the water. I'm going to show you two other core exercises that are going to be great for the whole body. It's going to be really good for your body position in the water. When you have your body set in the water, body position, your head is kind of tucked down, chest is down in the water more, hips are popped up, and you're kicking to propel that. But if you are not engaging your core and you're letting it kind of extend and go this way and that way, it's not going to help you any. So these plank style exercises are really going to help you improve your body position, all while working the stability in your shoulders as well. Talk about a proper plank position first. When you are in a plank position, you want your back to be nice and flat. You want it to be in a neutral position. You don't want to arch your back. You don't want to have your hips up too high so that you're kind of like a tent, right? So you want to be as stable as possible. These plank positions, because we're going to add shoulder stability into it, the arms are going to be straight. So it's going to be a high plank position to start off with. You're going to have if you are not wearing shoes or whether you're wearing shoes, your toes are kind of going to go into extension to hold you in that plank position. So we're going to start with just a regular plank, and I'll show you a little bit from the side here. So arms out, hands are underneath your shoulders here. You don't want to keep your hips up. That's kind of cheating. You don't want to keep them down. That's also cheating. And you don't want to have your back like arching in this weird extension position. You want to tuck your hips under, bring yourself down to a neutral position, and just kind of have your shoulders over your hands, neck in a good position as well. So that's the plank hold position. From here, we're going to add a little bit more to it. So the first thing we're going to do is a dumbbell pull through. So I'm going to grab a little dumbbell. I'm going to have my dumbbell to the side. I'm going to go up into that plank position. I'm going to hold that position as I pull through and bring it over to the side. Hold, reset, hold that position, pull through to the side, pull through to the side, all while trying to keep your back nice and steady. You can rock a little bit this way and this way, but the goal is to really keep it pretty neutral. We're going to take some weights and do the renegade row. This one is a good challenge. You might hear me breathe a little bit. I'm just going to do a few, but you're going to start in that plank position. You're going to hold onto the dumbbell so you're not actually with your hands on the ground. From that plank position, we are going to hold and then row. With the row, you want to start the movement from your shoulder blade, your scapula. You want to start the movement from your back muscles. You don't want to think about just driving your hand up, because then you're going to be using just your biceps, and we don't really need those to be working too hard in the pool. So really work those shoulder muscles. I'm going to plank up here. I'll show you what I mean. So hold that good plank position. You can put your feet wide for stability. Row and down. Row and down. Row, down. Okay. So you get the idea. Using the ball because then I can kind of prop up on it. So I'm propped there. And then from here, you're going to think about using those muscles in the shoulder blade, like in your upper back, using your upper back muscles. We're not going to be using our arms really. Think about it all coming from the back. There's kind of a theme here. And we're working all of these scapular stabilizers, these muscles in our upper back. We really need to work those muscles to get strong in the water and also to prevent injuries. So from here, we're going to bring our arms straight out. We're going to bring our shoulders down. Keep them down. As you bring your arms up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, hold, and then bring it back down. Up, hold, back down. So we're working our rhomboids a little bit. We're mostly working the middle trap. If you've heard about the trap muscles, there's three, upper, middle, and lower. And so with these exercises, we're working the middle trap, which helps to stabilize the shoulder in all sorts of movements. Okay, so now that you know 5 specific exercises that can help you in the water, how do you implement that into your routine? I recommend working on these exercises twice a week. Each time you do these 5 exercises, start with a moderate amount. So moderate weight, repetitions, maybe of 8 to 10 repetitions if you can tolerate that. Cycle through them 3 times, and that'll give you a good workout, maybe 20 minutes. It doesn't really take that much to improve your strength for swimming. A little bit goes a long way, especially if you're trying to focus your time on swim, bike, run, and you're trying to fit in a little bit of strength. If you're interested in learning more about your swim technique, I do offer virtual swim analysis sessions, and if you're local to Round Rock, I do offer in the summertime some in-person swim analysis sessions. We have another swim clinic coming up on March 1st. It's for beginners and intermediate swimmers in the pool. This is something that I'm one of the 5 coaches that are going to be on deck for the Swim, Bike, Run, Fun Events Swim Clinic. And that's March 1st. It's 1 to 3. So I will put the link in the first comment, pinned to the first comment.